Ciao Annalisa. Ah, abbastanza. Sì, è vero, tutte altre cose non è importante. Sì? Sì. Perfetto, sì, 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 meraviglioso. Sì. The more the merrier. But she already said, I mean, I would, I really have. Do you want to have them all on the same day, back to back? Yeah, yeah, exactly. So you can take time with Jada. See, yeah, 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 yeah. Then, yeah. Yeah, no, she's, I mean, what can I say? It's like, yeah, great. We found the one. Yeah. Uh-huh. What? Yeah, exactly. Follow their example. Yeah. Yeah, that's an easy recommendation. Do, do what Marie says, and just let it be. Yeah. Um, well, now we wait for our Russian friend. Ah, there he is. Perfect. Off we go. I will first wait, yeah, for the concert, yeah. So, good morning. Oh, it's afternoon in Moscow, sorry. Okay. Ah, there you go. We cannot see you though. Yeah. Ah, much better. How are you doing today, sir? It's Friday. It's almost a rhetorical question. You know, if, exactly. Exactly. Everybody's happy. Everybody's relaxed. You know, unless you live in and work in the Emirates, then it will be nah, not quite. Yeah. 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 First and foremost, I have to ask you if we can record our conversation, if that's okay with you. Because if we would use any kind of your quotes or your comments, they will be completely anonymized. So Alexander and Melanie wouldn't even know where it comes from, you know, if we would use something of it. Okay, so let me. The, the, used against you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's true. But in this case, I'm a half class, full kind of guy. So I always say the things that you can say can also benefit you, you know, promotion wise, career wise. Probably there's something where they come back. Who said that? This is marvelous. We need to figure that out. I mean, we'll have to check back with him, you know. Yeah, you can always mention that. Thank you again for taking the time out of a busy schedule. It's most appreciated, and I'm quite certain you first and foremost have some question to us what this whole research project is about. So please ask straight away and we will explain it in every kind of detail that you require. Okay. The main purpose is Pernod Ricard is traditionally a B2B business. So you do business either through trade or through events. And just like every other industry, Pernod Ricard, like spirits, finally found out that it's not always the best thing to outsource the customer experience and also outsource the valuable information about your customers, because the experience is delivered by intermediaries. So you have no control over how the end user perceive your brand unless it's with the control of your brand communication. But the way people experience Pernod Ricard and the services and the spirits that comes with it is mostly depending on somebody else, who by definition is not only loyal to the Pernod Ricard brand, but also loyal to others. So they're promiscuous. They don't have just one company they're doing business with. So Pernod Ricard now has the idea, let's go directly and invest in a new channel that looks at B2C, meaning that we stay in touch directly with our consumers and the client. And the segment that's pretty much predestined for that is the high net worth individuals, Henrys and ultra high net worth individuals. Because with them you can build a personal relationship with an end consumer or somebody collecting your spirits or whatever it is. And in order to assist you with that, it's us. And we are specialists in customer experience research. So our clients are companies all over the globe that are struggling with what matters most to our customers. In particular with the very exclusive and elusive customers, meaning ultra high net worth individuals, high net worth individuals and so on. And that's our forte. So we deliver insights what matters most to the potential customers. And the focus from Pernod Ricard was we want to look at two product groups, which is cognac and champagne. And what we are trying to find out is how people perceive Pernod Ricard and the interactions with Pernod Ricard. And I know this is not very well established yet in the company, and you have different kind of progressions. Some markets are a little bit more advanced, some others are just emerging, and the third one just introduced it. So what we are trying to find out is what is the overall perception, meaning what matters most to these clients, and secondly, are there any differences? And differences could be according to product, meaning do people perceive the interaction with Pernod Ricard on the cognac side different than from the champagne side? Or do they perceive it differently according to the market they're in? Meaning, is somebody in Singapore appreciating different things from somebody in California or from somebody in France or somebody in Russia? And this is the kind of research we're doing. And the way we are doing it is by asking you kindly to introduce us to some of your clients that will be ready and willing to share openly their experiences with us. The technique we are using is from psychology, and it's called soft lettering. So it sounds very scientific, but what it is a conversation where the flow of the respondent is non-interrupted. Most people we talk to perceive it as therapeutical. Because they say, oh, this is so great that I finally could share that. And we normally ask people to 15 to 30 minutes of their time, but the vast majority of them go farther. We always have to remind them, don't you have another appointment at 69? And they're like, no, this is important. And then there's something else I need to tell you. And then they bring their family in. Oh, my wife, she's also drinking champagne. Yeah, I couldn't have said it better. Our research already pointed that out 10 years ago, that the thing that's missing is that people are listening, and listening actively, really, so the person perceives that it's important to us. And for us, it is very important, because we are researchers. For us, it's nothing more exciting than going out on a blank canvas and say, we don't know what the Pernod Ricard experience is. Your colleagues came up with a list. We believe this is included. We are like, okay, noted, but we ask the people, the only one who can judge it, which are your clients. And based upon this, it's a very, what we call exploratory research. So it's a blank canvas. We go in, I mean, we do customer experience research with companies around the globe for the last 15 years. But still we go in and we say, we don't know what it's going to be. You know, we don't know what your client in Russia perceive in a way, what matters most to them, which part of the experience they appreciate more than the other. So for us, it's whatever comes out, it's advancing knowledge, because people don't know it. And we want to then convert that into tools or insights that Pernod Ricard can use in order to make this more efficient. Because yeah. I couldn't have said it better, because the important thing is whenever I speak to somebody and they ask me, what is customer experience actually? And the customer experience is to make your customers buy more and more often from you versus your competition. That's the only thing we are after. And then okay, I get that. So we're trying to convert this into actionable solution, because our focus is clearly not on data but on insights. Because data without insights is, I've seen it too often, where a company has data where they can do backstrokes in the swimming pool. And I said, what are the insights that you gained out of it? How did it change performance? Like, okay, this is where we come in. Yeah, we convert that into something that's easily applicable. Does that make sense? Okay, I just said this. No, don't worry about it. It's good that you mention it. No, for us it's just important that we convert these insights into something that you can apply for increasing your performance. And that's it. Yeah. And by talking to professors rather than a market research company, one thing we always find out, clients are significantly more open about sharing their experience in a very blunt and frank way, which is important. We always say our master is the truth. We are not a consultancy company, we are researchers, so we only tell you what it is. You know, these are the facts. We are not McKinsey or PwC trying to sell a consultancy contract. We're like, this is what it is, and this is what you need to do. Yeah. You're welcome. So what we are asking from you and your colleague is if you would be kind enough to think about who would be ready and willing to talk to us. And if you have somebody, speak to them, and if they are ready and willing to talk to us, forward their information. We always keep you CC on all the correspondence. And after we talk with them, we code the data, we do the whole analysis thing to get the insights out of it, and then we report back to you. It's that simple. And to make it easier on you, I will now, let me just, I will send you an email that you could send your clients, but often what we encountered with your colleagues, you have such a good relationship with your clients that you don't need this kind of email. But it gives your clients an understanding of who we are and why is it important. So they're more, the barrier is down. They're like, oh, okay, this is all about. And it also shows an example of the research we did. So they can say, oh yeah, that's great, you know. So they know exactly what they're getting into, for the lack of a better word. Okay. Yeah. The type of the question is, and the funny thing, there's no structure to it. The only thing we ask is, when we normally start the interview, when was the first time you had an encounter with Pernod Ricard? And then people recall it. Exactly. Yeah. Or if yeah. No, I believe it's always a challenge for umbrella brands, you know, because umbrella brands, in particular in luxury, have often the emphasis is with the particular brand, not with the umbrella brand. So often it's almost counterproductive to look at the conglomerate. We have that with our students all the time. They are thinking in terms of kerning, LVMH, but if you ask a consumer, they're like, do you know who owns that? They're like, no, couldn't care less. Yeah. Ah, okay. Huh. Yeah. Yeah. So this is where Annalisa come in, and I forward you the email in the. We are always we are like how shall I say, good cup, bad cup, you know. Yeah, we are two good ones. Yeah. Now I'm more on the what makes people tick thing, and Annalisa is more on the operation side. How do you do it? You know, so it's a but it's a perfect combination, I believe. We hope so. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody loves to play. Hello. Edutainment. This is what we do at IUM. Edutainment. because it's your relationship. Yeah. It's almost like with an old Jaguar. You always have to buy 3. One that runs, one for the parts, and one in the garage. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, I just had a conversation with a researcher in Chicago who works in jewelry, and he said the average price for wedding and engagement rings has been almost quadrupled. Because people say, I cannot invest any more into parties or whatsoever, so I take the money and shift it towards something that stays in value. So that mirrors what you just mentioned. Yeah. When you're having fun. Yeah. Yeah. Because you're in absolute control. Who you believe is the best. We always say to our clients and collaborators, you're in control. You're in the driver's seat. You pick where you believe, also from your viewpoint, where you say, there's one segment I would like to know more about, or with these people I would like to tap more into them, so you choose it accordingly. We leave that entirely up to you. The more the merrier. Yeah. Oh, you're most kind. Yeah. mid-April will be perfect. Yeah. Thank you so very much for taking the time. Yeah. And sharing your insights. We might come back to you for some clarifications or more details when we conducted more interviews, if we have something that we would like to gain your insight on it. You too. Enjoy your weekend. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay. So I'm going to stop our recording. Yeah. See. Ah, nessun problema. Okay. Yeah, he's a nice guy. You know, the gay guys are always very friendly. Yeah, but they are more on the extreme. You know, they're either very friendly or they're really dickheads, you know. But most of them are very kind, you know, because they are normally, I mean, in our society today it's a little bit different, but most of them, I remember when I was living in Marin County, close to San Francisco, that was the kindest people you can meet, because that back in the days, like in the 90s, it was not that, how shall I say, well accepted that you're gay, you know, even living in San Francisco. So they were always trying to be as nice as possible, you know. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, but the fashion business is also a business where you get, how shall I say, a lot of characters, don't you? Yeah. Abrasive characters, yeah. Militant gay? Yeah, the militant ones, yeah. She was the husband, yeah. Oh my Lord. I mean, there you can see the kind of manager, you know, that they are threatened by others. Instead of saying, the guy is a genius, he makes my job easier, let's hire him. Yeah, Rooster, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah. 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 I'm just going to write her right now. I'm going to write, thank you so very much for getting back to us and sharing the documents. That was actually great that you also shared the stuff with us, you know. Regarding the interviews, it would be delightful if you conduct the interviews on one day, ideally next Friday. Next Friday is the 19th. Okay, but they are ahead of us, so how many hours are they ahead of us? No, more. Singapore is more. 7 hours, I reckon. Let me just check. Can you check current time in Singapore? Oh, well, 8 is, yeah. No, we don't have daylight savings time. We have it before, yeah. Yeah. Okay. So 1826, so they are 7 hours ahead of us. Okay, so any time after 9 o'clock in the morning, because we cannot do interviews at 8 o'clock. Yeah. Exactly. That's why I wanted to ask, which is corresponding to 1600 your time. Exactly. That's what I wanted to tell her, that she can just book us. From the week after, the Friday after, yeah. You can also, if possible, book 2 interviews at the same time, one for Annalisa and one for myself. Okay, your consideration and assistance highly appreciated, and most of them are already available. How cool is that? Yeah. So next week we have to send out, when Matteo gets back to us, the YOCs and so on, the executive summaries, yeah. So people get them, they know we are still alive, you know, we are still around. The PACs, the YOCs, we can actually ask them also if they would be ready and willing. We have some follow-up questions if we could talk with them. Exactly, they are ours, yeah. Exactly. Exactly. And for the others we just mentioned, if you have any questions or anything else, just give us an email, you know. Exactly. Exactly. We tell Matteo before, so he knows. We already have a relationship with them, so. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you knew him before. Yeah. 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 Yeah, let's get this done. Oh my lord. You guys are always burning the midnight oil. Yeah. Yeah. You have a great weekend together. Take care of yourself. Ciao. A presto. Ciao ciao.